Hi there folks, it's Deni. You know, open world games are probably the most popular and sought after in the whole gaming industry. In these games you can freely explore all sorts of cool places, do interesting quests, fight enemies and just enjoy the graphics, which are usually made very well. And I know how much many of you love such games. So today I've got 11 open world games for you that you should definitely try. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Okay, let's get started. For all the Skyrim fans out there, I brought you Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. It's an RPG that lets you immerse yourself in an atmosphere very similar to what you've seen in Skyrim. It's a game kind of based on a board role-playing game with a dark fantasy setting and a rather complex story and very challenging decisions. You'll find yourself on the cursed island of Avalon, which has been struck by some mysterious force, and now life there has become a living hell. So your task is to uncover the mystery of the main gear guardians who threaten your hometown and save your people. The open world is inspired by the legends of King Arthur. You can explore dark territories, meet characters, complete quests and change the course of history with your choices. You're also engaged in dynamic first-person battles. Well, the graphics isn't the best, but that shouldn't stop you from enjoying the gameplay. And if you want to try something about zombie apocalypse, you obviously need to check Dead Island 2. This is a sequel to the extremely famous survival game series about living in a world overrun by zombies. This game will take you to Los Angeles, which has been completely cut off from the rest of the world because of a new epidemic. You will have to choose one of 6 characters who are immune to the virus and can help find a cure. I can say that this game will appeal to all fans of violent, gory battles. You can also use the environment as your weapon, but aside from the fights, here you will be exploring all over Los Angeles, completing quests and getting to know other characters. Everyone has loved the previous games of this series for their well-made co-op mode. And guess what? It's even better in this game. Plus, the anatomy in this game has been taken to a whole new level, so trust me, you'll already enjoy chopping up zombies here. Are there any Star Wars fans here? If so, I have Star Wars Jedi Survivor for you. In this game you once again take on the role of Cal Kestis, one of the last Jedi, and fight against the Empire. You will get to different corners of the galaxy, where you will meet new characters and those you already know. As for the gameplay, well, here you will travel a lot and fight with your lightsaber and Jedi powers. Here you have several fighting stances. You can use a single lightsaber, a straightened and a slowed sword like Kylo Ren, 2 swords, a double-bladed sword or a blaster and sword. Each stance is different with the characteristics like attack speed and damage, and you'll try each one as you play. But overall, this game is very versatile, so why not try it now? If you want something fun, I suggest you try Bomb Simulator. It's a sandbox game full of, well, inappropriate humor. You get to the streets of Bombsville, and now your job is not just to survive, but become a true urban legend by playing as a bomb. However, it's not just a bomb simulator, it's like a real adventure with unique features. You can throw pigeons at people and watch them panic, then you can equip your birds with bombs and have a real hell of an explosion, or you can mix alcohol with the random stuff, make some awesome explosive mixes, and then throw them at people and see what happens. Well, enough with the fun stuff. You will also need to build your cardboard house and create all sorts of things for a comfortable life. But remember, you are not the only bomb in this world, so be prepared to defend your home from your rivals. And what if just the open world isn't enough for you and you want a whole planet, maybe? Well, then take a look at Occupy Mars, the game. It's an open world sandbox game where you have to survive and explore Mars. Well, the gameplay here is pretty simple. You are the one pioneering Mars and you have to build a base, explore new areas, build infrastructure and provide food before other people arrive there. This game has a story campaign as well as a custom mode where you can choose the difficulty, starting position, starting gear, weather, frequency and more. Basically, customize the world the way you like it. Plus, you'll need to constantly improve here, as there is like a whole skill tree and will open up new opportunities for you. But I'd say the world here is well empty, but it's an uninhabited planet after all. Next, we have the action-adventure game KAKU Ancient Seal. You find yourself in a world that is on the brink of collapse, the life source of the Earth, created by the power of the infinite elements, has dried up, bringing death to its inhabitants. It is up to KAKU, a young yet very brave hero, to fix this situation. And he will be accompanied by his faithful pet pig, who can help him in battle and in solving all sorts of puzzles. There are 4 large maps here, matching the 4 elements: fire, water, earth and air. Each of them has its own unique style, atmosphere and secrets. You can move freely here, explore dungeons, solve puzzles and of course fight. Sometimes with bosses. They are kind of like lords of the elements and you'll have to defeat them to gain access to new areas and abilities. Also, there is a system of improving your character and his equipment. That is, you can collect different items, explore the chests and look for sacred stones to improve your characteristics and skills. In general, it all sounds pretty interesting. Next, we have Attack on Titan 2. This is an exciting sequel to the action game based on the world-famous anime, and, well, this game literally repeats its storyline. Together with Aaron and his friends, you will fight to save humanity from human-eating titans. Your task is to destroy the titans, of course. And what makes this game different from the first one is that the story mode here is fully available for co-op play, and also there is a character editing system. Also, the devs improved the artificial intelligence of the titans and increased the game's difficulty. There are also RPG elements here. You can improve your character, improve its characteristics, skills, equipment, weapons of course. All in all, it's the perfect choice for Attack of the Titans fans. By the way, he watched the anime series? Write in the comments below. What about pixel games? Shadows of Doubt is a really cool pixel game. It's an action RPG that tells you the story of a detective who has to investigate crimes in an industrial city in the 1980s. Each case here is a unique story with suspects, witnesses, clues and motifs. You can choose which cases you accept and which ones you reject, but remember, all your actions here consequences. Everything in this game is created randomly, like the city, the buildings, the residents, their schedules, connections, jobs, everything. You can walk into any building in the city and into any room in that building. This is where you will feel like a real detective. You'll collect fingerprints, call histories, personal correspondence and physical evidence, and when you've put it all together, you'll have to form an indictment and present it to the suspect or the police. But remember, not everything is going to go smoothly here, and criminals will be in your way all the time. And some of them will even want to commit an assassination attempt on you. So keep your eyes and ears open. Survival Fountain of Youth is a single-player survival game set in the 16th century Caribbean. Here you are controlling a shipwrecked sailor who has remained on the unknown tropical island and now has to use his brains and skills to survive somehow. And besides, he must unravel the mysteries of this island's ancient civilization and find out what the hell is going on here and whether his shipwreck was just an accident or somebody could have set it up. You can explore the world on foot or on your sailing ship. By the way, the world here is pretty diverse and kind of lively. There is a changing climate, there is a change of day and night and so on. Of course, here you have to mine resources, make tools and weapons, build shelters and all sorts of useful stuff. You should also not forget about your health, hunger, thirsty and energy. You can like get sick if you eat something stale. And since there are no hospitals nearby, you have to be very careful. Next we have Wartales, and it can also be called New. This is a turn-based RPG in a medieval setting. Here you lead a group of mercenaries seeking fame and fortune in a cruel and dangerous world. The game's plot unfolds 100 years after the fall of the Avalon Empire because of the terrible plague that has exhausted the country. Now mercenaries, bandits and robbers rule here. And despite the usual cliché, no, you are not a hero who wants to save humanity at any cost. No, you are just a man who wants to survive. So your goal here is to explore the vast open world, hire new companions, fulfill contracts, uncover the secrets of ancient tombs and fight the enemies you make for yourself. Traveling here is like Mountain Blade. You kind of move around the map in real time, visiting villages, mines or cities. There you can talk to other people, trade, get quests, find loot and so on. You also have a manage your squad, like keep an eye on their food and water supplies, their health and equipment. In short, you'll have your hands full here. Let's talk about something spacey. This is Everspace 2, a cool space shooter with RPG elements, where you control your starship and explore huge galaxy. You'll find yourself in the demilitarized area of cluster number 34, with many dangers and mysteries waiting for you. You are Adam Roslin, a clone pilot who is trying to find his place in the world and deal with his past. Your journey here will definitely not be boring, as you will encounter asteroids, comets, space debris and even aggressive aliens. You will also be able to visit other planets, complete quests, collect loot and improve your ship. The world is very big and there is a lot to do, so be sure you will spend at least 90 hours here. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found something interesting, and if so, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been Deni, see you guys soon.